Diaspora Commission at litcom.gov.ag /registry or 2024 as it is stated here. But on the website, you see the registry portal or the registry tab. Once you click on the registry tab, it will take you to the Diaspora Data Mapping portal. There, you select your country of residence, especially for those of us in Australia and New Zealand. The map will indicate, because it is a very user-friendly portal where you don't even have to type the name of the country. You will see the map of your country on the global map. All you need to do is to click on the map, and then the registration form will appear. And then after doing that, you basically respond to the mandatory columns for the registration. We would like to assure you that this data mapping portal has been in existence since 2021, and thus far we've not gotten any issues with the data we have received because they are basic data. So your information is guaranteed safe and will be used purely for and strictly for official purposes. We are also signatories to the Nigerian data protection laws and rules and regulations, which are one of the most updated data protection laws in the world. This is how the data mapping site looks. So as you go into the portal, you see select your country of residence here, and then of course you can see the map. Sorry, it's a bit what do you call it, scaled down, but this is where I am sure you will find Eurasia. So you can be able to click on it, and once you click on it, it will take you to the next area, which is the actual registration form. So basically, you are expected to put in your name, your middle name, your last name, your email address, and subsequent forms will appear requesting for your phone number, your country of residence, gender, marital status, date of birth, and then of course other basic data, which includes your occupational status. And these are some very important information at this stage, because whenever we are having national policy development programs, which has to do with the diaspora, the government of the country, the president of the country would like to know who are the doctors that are in Australia, who are the nurses that are in Australia, who are the engineers that are in Australia, and filling this part of the data mapping portal will help us to identify what Nigerians are doing there, because one of the major responsibilities of the Commission, one of the major mandates of the Commission is to ensure technology transfer and innovation from the diaspora. So the country would like to appreciate what you're doing and see how it can connect with you for the development of the country. So just like it's stated there, you have the occupational status, you have the highest educational qualification, you have occupation, you have a place of work, you have place of work, you have employer, and then I think this is sometimes a bit what you call it, controversial. So it's not necessarily yearly income, but if you put that, it's not a bad idea. So that because it will also help in that. So basically, that concludes the registration. And you can see it's very simple. It will take less than 2 or 3 minutes for you to fill out the data mapping portal. And that way, we can be able to have the basic data with which we can be able to relate with Nigerians in Australia. Now, the essence of this presentation is to have physical demonstration, which we are going to do all together immediately. So how secure is your information on the portal? Just like we said earlier, the data is encrypted. It has an intrusion detection system, and all traffic on the portal are also encrypted. We also have multiple backups to ensure that the data is not only safe but also guaranteed to be stored properly. And then the registration portal also has a restricted access and control at the back end. So what do we expect from you today? The essence of this program is not only to tell you that this data mapping portal exists. For those of us that have joined this program at this time, we would like us to now be practical, to be hands-on. Apart from that, after we all register as we are here now, we would also want you to be agents of enlightenment. Help us to educate all other Nigerians that you find in any gathering, in any opportunity you meet them, to help register. Because the more we register, like I said, the more the opportunities for Nigerians in the diaspora will be about. So help us to align with Nigerians around your area and help them to register also, because the registration is as simple as you have said. So basically, I would like to go back and now urge all of us, if possible, to try the registration. Even though your appliances might be using the Zoom currently, but I believe you can open your web browser and let's try it now. And for those of us who are on computers, I'm sure you can easily do that. So the first approach is to visit nitcom.gov.ng. And when you go there, you will see the registry tab. You click on the registry tab, and it will take you to the registration portal. Or if you are typing directly, you can type nitcom.gov.ng 2024, because it is currently, it has just been updated, and we are working around some of the security features which have been enhanced. Then it will take you to this page, and I would like us to move our cursor to Eurasia, where we click on it, it is going to open the registration page. I hope I'm not too fast. Then from here, we can be able to fill up these basic data requirements. You can input your first name, your middle name, and your last name. Then after that, you can input your email. From here, we go to the next page, where we are going to input your phone number, preferably the phone number of your current host country, and then of course your country of residence. Then after that, the gender, and after the gender, your marital status. Then after that, we have your date of birth and your identity number. If you don't have name, you can give us any identification number that is available in your own place of residence. Then from here, your occupational status, whether you're a student, you're a professional, or both, your highest educational qualification, your occupation, then your place of work, then the name of your employer, and then we can move on to the next. So by the time you do that, you can actually submit, and that ends the data registration. I believe it's very, very simple, and I would like to believe that most of us have been able to do that as we speak here and now. So with that presentation, thank you very much, Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, for being a part of this program, and we hope that you are going to be agents of sharing this information to the rest of the Nigerian populace who are based in Australia and New Zealand and other parts of Eurasia, so that they can be captured as Nigerians in the diaspora for national development. Thank you very much, and have a great weekend, which is almost ending in your place. A great week ahead. Thank you.
First to Honorable Abdurrahman Terra, Head Technology Transfer Innovation and Investment, Nigerians in the Diaspora Nation. Next, we have a goodwill message by Ambassador Dr. Jane Percy Adams, Acting High Commissioner of Nigeria to Australia. Is she around? If she's linked up, let us then call with her. Let me remind those that are in the incident room, don't register, you're not the diaspora. You are in the class in this meeting, but it's meant for Eurasia, those in New Zealand and Australia, to register.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
Right, we can hear you.
Okay, thank you so much for this opportunity. The Chief, Your Excellencies, the Chief Executive Officer, NIDCOM, Honorable Dr. Abike Dabirewa, OON, the MD, Anicel Nigeria Limited, the presidents of the Nigerian communities in Australia, New Zealand, and countries of concurrent accreditation, fellow Nigerians in the diaspora, staff of the NIDCOM. I'm deeply honored to address you today and to express on behalf of the government of Nigeria in Australia our deepest appreciation for your contributions to the growth and development of our great nation. As Nigerians in Australia, New Zealand, and of course, Nigerians in the countries of the Pacific, which we have concurrent accreditation, I want to remind you that you are the first ambassadors, and we know what you face. You face. We know that you face unique challenges and opportunities, and having left your families behind to pursue new dreams and seek new opportunities to make a better life for yourselves and families, I seize this opportunity to thank you for your dedication, your hard work, your achievement and commitments to Nigeria's progress, which are a testament of your ingenuity, resilience, and determination of the Nigerian spirit. Permit me to say that your achievements in various fields, from academia to entrepreneurship and from healthcare to technology, are a source of pride for us all. As you continue to excel in your respective endeavors and adopted countries, I urge you to remain committed to the values that have always defined us. As Nigerians, our hospitality, compassion, and unwavering optimism. I also encourage you to continue being ambassadors of Nigeria in your host countries, in your adopted countries, promoting our culture, our traditions, our interests, and to assure you that your contributions are recognized and valued, ranging from remittances, investment, and expertise to help drive growth in Nigeria. The government of Nigeria recognizes that there are challenges to be addressed, from infrastructure to security, education, and healthcare, and the government is committed to overcome those challenges as we invite you to be part of this journey. As the man on the technical team there from NITCOM has already explained what we need to do. It's a new phase and they're leading us on. The government is working tirelessly to create an enabling environment that will facilitate your participation in Nigeria's development. This is one of the priorities of the administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, and we count on you that we will work together to build a prosperous, peaceful, and just Nigeria that is a source of pride for us all. Again, I seize the opportunity to thank the MD and CEO, the CEO of NITCOM, Honorable BK, for putting this program together and calling on us. We're all Nigerians. Some of us are temporary residents, some are permanent residents, that this is an opportunity for us to work for the development of our country. And I thank you again. I thank all Nigerians for your dedication. I wish you continued success and prosperity. Thank you.
Your Excellency, thank you very much, but we did not get to see your face. We're itching to see your face so that
I would have loved to, but I can't find the video. I wasn't included on the video. I don't know what is happening. I'm just saying my name. I think it's from your, what do you call it? From your technical team. If they can,
okay, technical team. All right, okay.
Technical team, can you please show my face?
We'll call you again.
Okay, thank you so much.
Because we can see you. While we make progress At this juncture, I would like to invite the Chairman, Chief Executive Officer, Nigerians in the Diaspora Commission, Honorable Dr. Abike Dabri-Erewa, ON, who is joining us online. Ma, you're welcome.
Thank you very much and good morning to everyone. Thank you, Excellency, Ambassador Jane. Well, I can see your face now, maybe because I'm on now and we're both women. And I know it's very early in Australia, over there in New Zealand, but thank you all for joining. Thank you, Excellency Ambassador Jane, and I want to thank you for all you've been doing over there in Australia, and we wish you all the very best. Thank you to all participants. I can see leaders of the diaspora community, head of CONAPA, the students, and all of you here, former president of CONAPA, all of you here, thank you very much for joining. And to Honorable Terab, Dr. Bassi, and the team in ITCOM, a very good morning to everybody. And also to, well, good morning here, but also to everybody in the room, and thank you very much. Well, as we heard Ambassador James, I don't have to repeat anything. Ambassador, Your Excellency, you've said everything I will have to say. And the key thing is be our good ambassadors and all that. And thank you, Honorable Terab, for putting us through the data portal. The key thing is the data portal. You know, for instance, let's say diaspora voting. You know what they told me just last week? Oh, diaspora cannot vote. We don't have data. In as much as we have data with our various embassies, we need to have, you know, what we are doing now, which is creating a data portal. And if there are just 300,000 people on the portal, then it's 300,000 people that are eligible to vote. That will be the implication of what we're doing today. So the critical things, data is very critical. Yes, embassies have data, but we need to have a place where we can harness, or rather have data of Nigerians all over the world, not just in one country. So one of the things we do share data with our various embassies and all that, but there's a place where we should be able to go and say, anywhere in the world, A is here, B is here, and C is doing that. I mean, India, Pakistan, Israel, they all have this kind of data portal. So the Diaspora Commission, as an agency specifically for the diaspora, needs to do this. So I hope that our people that we're talking to this morning in Australia and New Zealand will seize this opportunity, because we have to, data is key to everything that we're doing. Let me apologize first. Number one, to all of you in Australia and New Zealand, we have never been there to meet you in person. We promise that this 2025, you're on our priority list. I'm sorry, not because it's so far, no. It's just that it's been difficult. But we're working with leaders of the community to attend one or two of your programs. We're also working with Excellency Ambassador Jane to come to one or two of your programs. Definitely, you're on our to-go and to-do list this 2025. Although we have issues with funding and all that, but we definitely have to do something in Australia and New Zealand by the grace of God in 2025. I also use the opportunity to ask you to participate in all the activities. Diaspora Day is coming on July 25. Please come in person. Don't just join on Zoom. So Australia, Ambassador, and by the way, Ambassador, we're taking the Zoom thing, because we normally do cutting of the cake from some continents. So we're taking Australia this year. So Excellency, be prepared, July 25. So we look forward to seeing all of you in diaspora. Yes, July 25, 2025. Then we look forward to seeing all of you. Diaspora Investment Summit is in November, I think first week of November. We all want you all to be part of it. We also have the Diaspora Merit Award, where we, honor those who are doing well, not just abroad, but doing something back home. And the beauty of that is that the federal government of Nigeria has agreed that those who are nominated for the Merit Award will also get the national honor. So 3 or 4 have been approved for us from those who have received the Diaspora Merit Award. So please, Australia, New Zealand, we need to work with you more. Again, my apologies that it's been taking a while for us to come there, but we will visit you. And for those of you that have been receiving, particularly your presidents, we've worked a lot with Dr. Pedios, the new president of CONAPA, Madam Remi Yusuf, and quite a few of you, the Student Association, our brother, who is on call today. And a lot of Israel Adesanya was home some time ago. We received him, and he has promised to be part of a few programs I will be doing. He was home with his parents, and they got in touch with us, and we were in touch with them, although I was not around, so we only did a Zoom call. So I was not in Lagos. He came to Lagos. I was out of the country. So again, let's promote our best wherever we are. We have the best of you in Australia. I know we've nominated some of you for awards, and some of you are on the 660. We want more of you. So let's get to know you better, what you do. I know you're far away, but we appreciate you. We appreciate all you do. And when you have any issues, we are here for you. Remember that we are your embassy in Nigeria. So before I round up, my apologies for joining a bit late. I couldn't get on the Zoom because I'm not physically in Abuja, but I eventually made it. I'm not IT savvy. If I was somewhere now, somebody would punch it for me. So that's why I couldn't join on time. So once more, thank you all. We look forward to having you on the data portal. We look forward to engaging with you. We look forward to working together to build this great country of ours. We have challenges, no doubt, but Mr. President is determined to work for the welfare of Nigerians at home and in the diaspora. We all have our role to play. You play yours, I play mine, he plays his, and together, I'm sure we have a home to come to. Home will always be home. And we look forward to see all of you anytime. Please contact us when you're in Nigeria. We have the former beauty queen that came some time ago. I actually met her from Japan through one of the people in Japan. I can't remember her name. I don't know whether she's on this call, but one of our ladies who won some beauty contest, an amazing young lady. So please, when you're home, get in touch with us. We are your embassy in Nigeria. And Ambassador Jane is your embassy in Australia. We are here in Nigeria to host you, to work with you, to listen to your complaints and whatever it is you want us to do. And we'll be glad to always work with you. Once more, thank you very much, everybody. And please join the data portal and see you by the grace of God in Australia, New Zealand, sometime in the year 2025. Again, thank you, Ambassador Terra, for that wonderful presentation. And we look forward to continue to do what we're doing. Thank you. God bless everybody. Thank you.
Thank you.
Honorable Dr. Abike Dabuerewa, I heard you say Ambassador Terra. Okay.
Just say amen.
Okay. Honorable Ambassador Terra, thank you very much once again for putting all this together. Now, we also want to thank Her Excellency Dr. Jane Basi Adams, Acting High Commissioner of Nigeria to Australia. The chairman has invited you to our National Diaspora Day and other NIDCOM events. Do well to come in person. And you can even bring the President of Australia to Nigeria. Thank you. And
thank you so much.
The chairman raised this National Diaspora Merit Award. She says, if you are voted in as an awardee, it might automatically translate to winning a National Merit Award. So it's very important. Mr. Jen, we thank you. Mama Diaspora, put us in your prayers. NIDCOM will excel and excel. Thank you. Next is good messages from leaders of Diaspora Association in Australia and New Zealand. We have Dr. Pedus. If Dr. Pedus is there, he will also give a good message. We have message by Dr. Remy Yusuf, Chair of the Council of Nigerian Presidents in Australia. If you are there, get ready. We have Mr. Benjamin Ndubolo, President for the Nigerian Society of Victoria. Get ready. Who is ready? The first one is ready. Okay. Dr. Remy Yusuf, Chair of the Council of Nigerian Presidents in Australia. Thank you. You have 3 minutes. Thank you.
current chair of the Nigerian presidents of the different territories and states. So with this, I've started my video. That's why you can see me. Sorry about that. Okay. Hello, can you hear me?
We can hear you. We can hear you.
Okay. Now I've turned on the light, so maybe you can see me a little. I'm in the car. All right. So what I'm going to say, all protocols observed for all the former speakers, especially Excellency Dr. Adike and Dr. Jane Bassi and all the other dignitaries here that I can't remember. We want communication and collaboration and, importantly, advocacy. We want the embassy, the NHC in Australia, to be able to collaborate with us to achieve a lot. We've been doing most of these things ourselves, but now we have always been interested in working with the HC. So we are hoping that they will collaborate with us and join with us so we can achieve all of these things. The questions that I was going to ask, Honorable Her Excellency Dr. Gabriel Erewa had already answered them. I wanted to know the importance. Now we have known the importance. It will be easier for us to communicate it to our people. I wanted to know what happened with the ones we have been doing previously, or even the what happens to the data that the embassy has. She has already answered that. And what I'm going to say is, the more we are able to collaborate with each other, the more we are able to speak around things to each other, the more we can achieve. We have a lot of Nigerians in Australia. By the last census, we have like 15,000 Nigerians, Nigerian-born people. And apart from those, we have children of those that were born in Nigeria. So in total, Nigerians and of Nigerian heritage, we are more than 30,000. So the more we can continue to work together, the more we can achieve. And I was going to hold Her Excellency to her words. We've been accusing her of not coming to Australia. Now we are happy that she has vowed to come to Australia, and we'll be looking forward to meeting her. Thank you for this opportunity, and hopefully we'll be able to speak soon. When I was in Nigeria last year, I made sure that I saw Her Excellency, Dr. Dabiri Erewa, and I will encourage all the others, if they go to Nigeria, to endeavor to meet with NITCOM as well, and for her to constantly liaise with us as well, because we are the diasporans, and she can get a lot of information from us concerning each of our regions. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Rene Yusuf, Chair of the Council of Nigerian Presidents in Australia, for that touching goodwill message. Next, we have Mr. Benjamin Idukolo, President for the Nigerian Society of Victoria, NSB. Is it on? Okay, we are on, sir. 3 minutes. Idukolo, you not on?
Yes, I'm on. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Your Excellency, Dr. Jane Bassi Adams. Good evening, Your Excellency, Honorable Dr. Mrs. Abike. Sorry, I'm not. Oh. So I'm just trying to walk around the Zoom link. Thank you very much for the invitation. This is kind of impromptu. I don't have any speech prepared, but I consider this to be a very good initiative. And I strongly believe that for those of us in diaspora, this would be an opportunity for us to work together with the government of Nigeria in showcasing our skills and opportunity to help support the national development of Nigeria. Most of the questions have been answered, but in my view, I am still trying to get my head around the whole initiative. I know in terms of the presentation that was shared earlier on the purpose of the data collection of diasporans in Australia and New Zealand, it would be nice if we have an FAQ to accompany any material that will be shared, so that when we communicate it with our members of our community, some of the questions that may be asked, we would have answers if we have an FAQ accompanying the presentation. In saying that, thank you very much for the opportunity. Looking forward to working with the management of the Diaspora team, and hopefully we are here to support any initiative that would benefit the country, Nigeria, and for those of us here in Diaspora. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for that. We assure you, you will have all your questions answered. Next, we have Dr. Pedus representing Naidu, New Zealand. It's not coming on? Okay. Okay, done. All right. Okay, Dr. Pedus from New Zealand. All right.
Hello, can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Mr. Moderator, sorry to correct you, but I'm not actually from New Zealand. My name is Dr. Pedus Eweyama, and I live in Australia, and I happen to be the immediate past president of CONAPA, which is the Council of Nigerian Association Presidents in Australia. I was also the immediate past president of Nigerian Association of Western Australia, and a medical practitioner based here in Western Australia. So if I'm allowed to talk, can I continue? Am I allowed? I'm in Australia, not in New Zealand.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, I just, this is an impromptu remark, but I want to just start by appreciating Mama Diaspora, our able and dynamic CEO and MD of Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, Dr. Mrs. Abike Dabirerewa ON. I want to also appreciate our new ambassador, Dr. Jane Bassi, even though I've not met her in person. We appreciate you for coming to Australia, and I want to appreciate all the staff members of NITCOM for everything they've been doing for the diasporans and all the initiators of this very noble initiative. I do think personally that data mapping is very fundamental to our national development. And like Dr. Abike Dabiri mentioned, without data, it is going to be difficult for the government to know who and who is where. In Australia, for instance, we have quite a number of Nigerians who could meaningfully contribute to Nigerian national development. But interestingly and quite ironically, we've been isolated, maybe because we're very isolated from every other country in the world. But most recently, we're quite elated that one of us was elevated to be the first ever chairman and CEO of a Nigerian mining company in the name of our brother Martins. Look, there are so many opportunities, so many challenges here in Australia. I think data mapping with collaboration from the Nigerian High Commission and NITCOM is possible. I know some answers have been provided around the information being actually protected. So I think a lot of Nigerians in Australia will be asking, this information we're providing adequately protected, encrypted? With that reassurance, we also need to embark on a very aggressive campaign to reassure Nigerians that this information we are providing will be very useful, not just to them, but to the federal government. We are aware of the apathy that a lot of Nigerians have expressed in terms of what is going on in Nigeria, the challenges with security, the challenges with the economy and lack of opportunities, and the Jakwa syndrome. We are all very much aware, and we can't sweep them under the carpet. But what we need to continue to do is to reassure the diasporans that the government of the day under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is doing all he can to include diasporans in formidable areas and very important areas like diaspora voting, which I know is a teething problem, and I hope the federal government will do something to include us so that we don't feel disenfranchised as Nigerians who simply have moved overseas to pursue various opportunities. So on that note, I want to also mention that NITCOM has been very, very useful to most of us. I've worked with them extensively as the chairperson of CONAPA in my individual capacity as a Nigerian investor who, interestingly, in the last 1 year have invested close to 1 billion naira into agro-allied investment in Nigeria. So there are people like me who live across the length and breadth of this continent that could participate in our national development. But we need to sell the vision and the values and the potentials and opportunities to these people. So working together with CONAPA, working together with the Nigerian High Commission and NITCOM, we can achieve more. Previously, CONAPA as the Apex National Association Leadership Forum has not been very much carried along by a number of fundamental parties, but with working together, negotiating, and continuing to collaborate, we can find common ground. Especially working with the Nigerian High Commission, we can find common grounds in which we can utilize to advance the interests of Nigerians and opportunities that lie within the Nigerians here in Australia. So I want to thank the organizers of this data mapping. I think the next step will be to embark on a more extensive campaign beyond just the town hall meeting. We need to find avenues and modalities to communicate to Nigerians here. For Australia, it is CONAPA, it's the Apex Leadership Forum, so that we can reach out to our various national associations, because it is the national presidents that make up the national body. So various states and territories in Australia have their national presidents, and they all come together to form CONAPA, which is the council, and is the Apex Forum. So working with CONAPA, I think we can advance this opportunity across Australia. It's going to be difficult, but it's not impossible. Thank you.
Let us give Dr. Pedro a round of applause. Very, very interesting and inspiring speech by our brother in Australia. Like the chairman said, this year we'll visit Australia and New Zealand. And a round of applause to him. Thank you very much. We'll take the last one, and the chairman, chief executive officer of Nigerian Diaspora Commission will respond thereafter. We have Mr. Chris Juwon Fayomi, the president of the National Association of Nigerian Students in Diaspora, NAS Diaspora. 3 minutes, sir.
Hello, good day. Am I audible enough?
You're on, sir.
All right. Good evening, everyone. Good morning. I would like to remain on the established protocol. Otherwise, let me start by, sorry, it's very hot here, and I'm just having a meal. Sorry. Thank you. So I will start by appreciating the leadership of our mama, Honorable Dr. Abike OON, for our continuous support and for making sure that the interests of Nigerian students in diaspora have been prioritized. We really appreciate you, Mama. Also, I would like to appreciate the presence of my own ambassador here, I call her mother ambassador because she's always there for us. Ambassador Dr. Jane Adams, for her support towards us as well, not only in Australia, but whenever I go to her for student issues, she's always there to respond to us. So yeah, I must say that diaspora data mapping is quite timely and it's very much important. And as one of the stakeholders in diaspora, we have been making sure to tell our students the reason why they must register. I can remember during the last Diaspora Day, I ensured that all the leadership of Nigerian students at various countries register themselves on the NIDCOM website, and we have not stopped doing that. And that is the more reason why at every point in time, I always reach out to Mama Diaspora that see Nigerian student leadership under my capacity. We are ready to work with NIDCOM. We are the student desk, and we want to make sure that we are giving necessary support to NIDCOM to make sure that success is everly being recorded. So again, I want to make this plea to NIDCOM. Please always carry us along, the Nigerian Student Organization in Diaspora. We are working. I have been a promoter of it is not about what government will do for you, but what we can also do for the government. And by the special grace of God, during the Diaspora Day this year, coming up on the 25th of July, the leadership of Nigerian students in diaspora will be having a community development initiative that will be done in Nigeria under my leadership. So please, these are little things that we are looking forward to do as student organization in a way of giving back to our society in Nigeria, because we know that there are a lot of people that we still need to talk to. Let us talk about scholarship. Let us talk about opportunity. It is not all about. It is not all about. It is not just all about being abroad, but what we can take back home. Most of us, especially the student, we are professionals, and we want to take whatsoever things we have learned back to our motherland. So, like I said, the Nigerian Student Organization, we are more than ready to support NIDCOM in achieving this data mapping, because we are very much interested in diaspora voting. As Dr. Peters have mentioned, diaspora voting we make us to feel not disenfranchised in making our voice known or our participation known to the Nigerian government. So please, we are more than ready, and this is a welcome development. We are more than ready to work, and as we continue this journey, God giving us wisdom to pilot this affair. Thank you very much for having me, and thank you again. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chris Joel Fayomi, President of the National Association of Nigerian Students in the Diaspora, NAS Diaspora. Thank you for that insightful speech. At this juncture, we call on the Chairman Chief Executive Officer to make some response to some issues raised. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you very much. And I think Ambassador Jane should also make some remarks after this, because I'm sure as our ambassador, you may have one or two things to say. But let me start with Chris. Chris, are you in Australia? You are everywhere as president of Nigerian students.
Mommy, I'm doing my PhD in Australia. I told you the last time I came to Diaspora Day, I told you I came from Australia then.
I thought you are you are everywhere, but great job. So glad you're in Australia now, and we look forward to. And I want to thank you for all you've been doing with the students, and honestly, you've done a great job heading the students' body. So we look forward to receiving you July 25, and we look forward to what you want to do. And yeah, so thank you very much. Let me start with Dr. Remy Yusuf, who president of CONAPA. And again, we thank you. I know that you also have many activities. You were trying to build something in Australia, some center or something. So yeah, it's about collaboration, like I said, collaboration with the embassy, collaboration with CONAPA, collaboration with the student bodies, collaboration with everyone. So this is like having a data portal where you are going to punch a button and register. So we share data with the embassy. The embassy we have, but at the end of the day, if they come to me and say, look, what's the data portal, what you have of Nigerians all over the world, we can pinpoint various countries. Now, when Mr. Ben talked about security, it's simple data. Your data is already with Google. If I press your name now, I'm going to get your data on Google. So it's nothing, we're not asking for your bank account, we're just asking for the simple thing. Yes, you are a resident in Australia and you are legally resident there. I think that's the key thing. And like I said, by the time they're calling for something like voting, they're coming to us and say, where's the data? And we say, okay, we have only 100,000 or 200,000. Australia, we can say we have just 15. Those are the 15 that will be called on to vote when it does happen, you know. So, and part of our schedule is strictly this diaspora data portal we're doing. So through CONAPA, we hope that, I mean, if my sister says you are 15,000, let's have 15,000 or at least close that you will tell to register on this data portal. And it's really nothing actually. It's just basic things to make life easier for everybody. So it's easy through the touch of a button. Other countries have it. There's no reason why we should not have it too. Carry you along, absolutely, absolutely. That's why we're here. What can we do without you? I mean, if we don't carry you along, who are we going to carry along? And I'm glad that the former president, Dr. Pedius, the current president, Dr. Yusuf, we engage all the time. And also you could see that our brother, the student. So, but we can do better. And one of the things, like I said, the fiscal presence is imperative in 2025 that we do that. So I guess those are the key points. Yeah, so I want to hand over to Ambassador Jane. If you have a comment or two to add, I hope I covered everything. I didn't quite write anything down. So thank you very much. And again, thank you for coming. This is the first way of this type we're having. We're going to have many more. We'll be having the Diaspora Town Hall with some of our ministers quarterly. I believe this year we're going to start with Ambassador. I keep saying Ambassador. Ambassador Jane, you are influencing me too much. We're going to
You're
start
in love with me.
and agreeable, sir, because you're such an amazing woman. Thank you so much. And I know we have our chargé online, Mercy. I think I saw you there. Thank you again for what you did when you were in Australia. You're back with us here. So thank you, everybody. And I think Minister Kayamo will be our first guest. We'll all let you know. We'll be having the virtual town hall, the diaspora town hall meetings. So thank you very much. So look forward to seeing all of you, not before July 25, I doubt, but you tell us a good time to come. When the weather is good, when you have some activity, and when we can all really, really sit down and engage. Thank you very much, and God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, let's hear from Ambassador Dr. Jane Adams.
Oh, thank you so much for this opportunity and calling on me. Actually, very impressed about what is going on from all of the information that has been passed, particularly the data collation, which has to do with voting and all of that, like the CEO had earlier mentioned about voting. Apart from voting, even for issues of population, we do have children. We do have children who were born here, and more are still coming in future. And you know, it's important for us to have this information on Nigerians we have here. I just finished from a program where I saw I met with so many medical doctors. I was quite impressed in Canberra alone. And from information which I also gathered, that we have more than 3,000 alone in Victoria, that's in Melbourne, more than 3,000 Nigerians in Melbourne. So it's a whole lot, and that means a lot. And for us as a country, it's very important for us to network. But the issue on ground is I met, unlike other countries where I had served, there was an established NIDO or NIDO organization. There's no NIDO as such in Australia, probably based on information that was passed on in the past. We look forward to, you know, like the CONAPA president had mentioned about the advocacy and all of that. We're going to do that. We're going to work on it. We've been trying to collate data. I've been reaching out to Nigerians across Australia, and of course, we're making plans to reach out to up to Fiji, because we also cover Fiji. Apart from New Zealand, they're all in the Pacific. So we are we're working hard to ensure that Nigerians all over are connected, and they come to us, and we're ready to work with them. Like you had already, the MD had already explained, it's important. We're going to lay a groundwork for this to continue. It's not just going to stop. We're going to make sure that, as a mission, we reach out to all the professionals and those, every Nigerian, that can contribute to the growth of our country, which is very important. So I'm glad that this came up. It's an opportunity for us to actually, leverage on it to ensure that we actualize, the programs of government, for the benefit of our people, because we are here to serve. And as public servants, this is what we're called to do. Thank you so much for this opportunity. We promise to continue from where you have the baton you have handed over to us. We'll continue from there to make sure that, Nigerians understand better what the NIDO or NIDCOM is all about, and the importance of, the commitment and what they have to do to help Nigeria to drive growth, economic growth in our country. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Gabriel,
Yes,
I just wanted something on the CONAPA thing. Yeah, NIDO is not existed in Australia. And CONAPA is there. And I think CONAPA has been very, very organized. And I want to use that opportunity to commend CONAPA. I've never had issues of they are fighting, this is happening, that is happening. So it really doesn't matter what name you call yourself. The key thing is you have an association of all presidents, and you have various associations that are doing very well. So I think that's fine. We have not been able to really connect with New Zealand. I'm told there's a NIDO New Zealand chapter, but we'll connect with them later. We couldn't do this because and thank you very much. This was a very short notice that we gave you, and we're able to get together. So yeah, if NIDO wants to be set up in Australia, fine. But what we know is CONAPA, and we're working very well with them. And I commend them. I know there are little issues here and there, but they haven't gone to court to be fighting or to be, So just as long as you're all working together, we're happy, So thank you very much.
Can I please come into that? Thank you, Ma. Auntie, I call you Auntie, so I just want people to know. Thank you for reiterating that CONAPA stance here, because that's what we have been working with, and Her Excellency knows about that, and we are very united. And I've also spoken to Ambassador Jane when she came, and I told her we were going to talk to her officially. So we'll continue to work with her, so she knows that CONAPA is solid in Australia, and we will keep it like that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for that very good remarks. Like Dr. Basti always said, before I call it one of that, you always tell the girl, anywhere you go, and you don't see a Nigerian there, don't stay there. Yeah, because you said Nigerians are in Fiji Islands, New Zealand, nowhere you cannot find Nigerians. And only in New Zealand, Papua New Guinea, and we have over 3,000 doctors. Can imagine? Everywhere we are there. Congratulations. Are we still doing question and answers? Or just okay? At this point, I want to call the Secretary to the Commission, Engineer Dr. Sule Yakubu Basi, for a vote of thanks.
Thank you very much, our moderator, our indefatigable chairman, CEO Honorable Dr. Abike Dabri Irewa, OON, our High Commissioner to Australia, Ambassador Dr. Jen Basi Adams. Ambassador Ma, thank God we have located where you disappeared to. You left the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. We didn't know where you went. And everywhere we've asked, nobody was answering us. Thank God we've found you and we are going to engage with you. Thank you also for the very good work and you did in establishing NIDCOM while we were in the trenches trying to get NIDCOM up. So we are happy you are in Australia. And thank you very much. We've located, we found you. We nearly put you on the missing people's register. Thank you, Ma.
Thank you, sir.
This is the other Dr. Basi of NIDCOM. Thank you, Ma. Okay?
You're welcome, sir.
Let me say some few things before I give my vote of thanks. Like my chairman always say, our diaspora are part and parcel of our nation, Nigeria. And the diaspora bring 5 things to the table whenever you are talking about development and growth. They bring about resources, they bring about talents, they bring about skills, they bring about global exposure, and the 5th one, they bring about global networks. You are also our ambassadors at large, representing Nigeria. People will read Nigeria from the conducts, activities, and comportments of our diaspora. And like we always say in NIDCOM, our diaspora are our ambassadors at large. They are also excelling in various fields of human endeavor. And we always say that wherever you are on the globe, excel and be the best. And lastly, in NIDCOM, we always say home is home, like our chairman always says. So please, while you are out there, do not forget home. And we were very happy this morning to hear that the former president of CAPOL in Australia has brought in over 1 billion naira investment into Nigeria. Wow. Please, another round of applause for him and his group. And we look forward to expanding this kind of message so that others will hear and also emulate what you are doing. Our diaspora engagement programs are envisaged on the National Diaspora Policy, which has 3 E's as its fulcrum. The first E is to engage with the diaspora. The second E is to enable you to engage with Nigeria. And the last E is to empower you to be of benefit, not only in your host country, but also here in Nigeria. And His Excellency, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu GCFR, has a 4D foreign policy agenda, which consists of our democracy, our demography, our development, and the 4th leg is the diaspora. So the diaspora are part and parcel of the development agenda and the foreign policy agenda of the president government. Let me therefore, at this juncture, thank our chairman, CEO, Honorable Dr. Abike Dabri, OON, for graciously approving and participating fully in this particular town hall. And like you heard, we are moving this town hall from continent to continent. And next, I'm sure we'll do another continent very shortly. And we thank you, Ma. We thank our special guest of honor, Ambassador Dr. Jen Basi Adams, who is our High Commissioner in Australia. Thank you very much, Ma, for all the good work you are doing out there, linking up with our people and making sure that everybody is comfortable. And thank you also for the discovery of this batch of medical doctors there. Please do tell them that they need to emulate what ANPA from the Americas is doing. ANPA is the Association of Nigerian Physicians in the Americas, who, for giving back every year over the past 30 years, they've come for 2 weeks on medical mission in Nigeria. They take one state per year and they are moving. In fact, we've just been told that in April this year, that's next month, they are coming to Lagos State for a 2 weeks medical mission. So the group in Australia should be challenged and also encouraged to do the same. By the time we do this, we'll be reversing the brain drain to brain gain and brain circulation, like we always say in NIDCOM. Thank you, Ma, for the very good job you are doing. Thank you also for the MD CEO of Ansel Nigeria Limited. Thank you to the various diaspora group leaders and members that joined and also spoke at this particular town hall. We particularly thank the NANS diaspora president. He has always been on our program, either online or in person. And we look forward to seeing you and your other presidents at the National Diaspora Day on July 25th, and also at the National Diaspora Merit Award on July 26th. We want to thank Honorable Abdurrahman Terab, who the chairman has prophesied today will shortly be an ambassador. I think he's already an ambassador of NIDCOM, but I think chairman is prophesying higher calling for you. Keep up the good job. Yes. We thank other management staff of NIDCOM that are here. We thank all the distinguished ladies and gentlemen from Australasia that have joined this particular town hall meeting. Thank you, and thank you. God bless you.
Thank you, Governor Chassi. Vote of thanks from as Secretary to the Commission. We'll be running now with national anthem.
Wait, Gabriel, last time Gabriel will do MC for a great job.
Okay, thank you.
Just clap for Gabriel. Thank you.
I hope Chairman will not prophesy another thing for.
Because Chairman is in spirit. Chairman, I need that prophecy, another prophecy. You know, Chairman is my friend, so prophesy on me too. Thank you so much. Let's stand for the national.
The mic, sorry. Standing the sponsor. Standing. Is it? Okay, standing up.